Hello everyone. In today's video, we will be discussing important questions from human physiology. Question number 1. Which of the following correctly explains the second heart sound? Closure of atrioventricular valves, closure of semilunar valves, opening of semilunar valves, rapid ventricular filling. The right answer is option B, closure of semilunar valves. The second heart sound is produced due to closure of aortic and pulmonary valves. It marks the beginning of ventricular diastole. Question number 2. Assertion. Carbon monoxide reduces oxygen carrying capacity of blood. Reason. It binds to hemoglobin with higher affinity than oxygen. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason explains assertion. Both assertion and reason are true, but reason does not explain assertion. Assertion true, reason false. Assertion false, reason true. The right answer is option A. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason explains assertion. Carbon monoxide forms carboxyhemoglobin by binding strongly to hemoglobin. This prevents oxygen binding, reducing oxygen transport. Question number 3. Solitary conduction occurs in dash neurons due to presence of dash. Non-myelinated Schwann cells, non-myelinated axon terminals, myelinated synaptic clefts, myelinated nodes of Runway. The right answer is option D. Solitary conduction occurs in myelinated neurons where impulses jump between nodes of Runway. This increases conduction speed significantly. Question number 4. Which of the following statements is correct? Oxytocin regulates blood glucose levels. Thyroxine decreases basal metabolic rate. Insulin promotes glycogenesis. Glucagon increases glycogen synthesis. The right answer is option C. Insulin promotes glycogenesis. Insulin promotes the conversion of glucose to glycogen, that is glycogenesis. Thyroxine increases basal metabolic rate and glucagon promotes breakdown of glycogen. Question number 5. The maximum amount of glucose is reabsorbed in which part of the nephron? Descending limb of loop of Henle, ascending limb of loop of Henle, proximal convoluted tubule, distal convoluted tubule. The right answer is option C, proximal convoluted tubule. Proximal convoluted tubule reabsorbs nearly all filtered glucose via active transport. This prevents glucose loss under normal conditions. Question number 6. Assertion. Antidiuretic hormone increases water reabsorption in kidneys. Reason. Antidiuretic hormone increases permeability of distal convoluted tubule and collecting duct to water. Both assertion and reason are true, but reason does not explain assertion. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason explains assertion. Assertion true, reason false. Assertion false, reason true. The right answer is option B. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason explains assertion. Antidiuretic hormone acts on distal convoluted tubule and collecting duct, making them more permeable to water. This leads to increased water reabsorption and concentrated urine. Question number 7. Which enzyme is responsible for protein digestion in the stomach? Pepsin, trypsin, amylase, lipase. The right answer is option A, pepsin. Pepsin is activated from pepsinogen in acidic conditions of the stomach. It breaks down proteins into smaller peptides. Question number 8. The pacemaker of the heart is dash located in the dash. Atrioventricular node, left atrium. Sinoatrial node, right atrium. Bundle of His ventricle. Purkinje fibers, septum. The right answer is option B, sinoatrial node, right atrium. Sinoatrial node initiates the heartbeat. It is located in the right atrium and sets the rhythm of the heart. Question number 9. Which of the following is not correct regarding spermatogenesis? Occurs in seminiferous tubules. Spermatogonia are diploid. Testosterone regulates the process. Spermatids undergo meiosis II. The right answer is option D. Spermatids undergo meiosis II. Spermatocytes undergo meiosis II to form spermatids. Spermatids then differentiate into spermatozoa, that is spermiogenesis. Question number 10. During depolarization of a neuron, which ion movement occurs? Sodium ion enters the cell, potassium ion enters the cell, chloride ion leaves the cell, calcium ion leaves the cell. The right answer is option A, sodium ion enters the cell. Depolarization occurs due to rapid influx of sodium ions into the neuron. This reverses membrane polarity temporarily. Question number 11. Which factor primarily determines the rate of oxygen diffusion across alveolar membrane? Lung volume, blood pressure, heart rate, partial pressure gradient. The right answer is option D, partial pressure gradient. Oxygen diffusion depends mainly on the partial pressure gradient between alveoli and blood. Greater the gradient, faster the diffusion. Question number 12. The hormone dash stimulates secretion of pancreatic juice rich in bicarbonate and is released from dash. Gastrin, stomach, cholecystokinin, pancreas, secretin, duodenum, enterogastron, ileum. The right answer is option C, secretin, duodenum. Secretin is released from the duodenal mucosa in response to acidic chyme. It stimulates bicarbonate-rich pancreatic secretion to neutralize acid. Question number 13. Which of the following statements is correct? Resting membrane potential is positive inside the neuron. Sodium-potassium pump moves 3 sodium ions out and 2 potassium ions in. Depolarization is caused by potassium efflux. Synaptic transmission is always electrical. The right answer is option B. Sodium-potassium pump actively transports 3 sodium ions out and 2 potassium ions into the cell. Resting membrane potential is negative and most synapses are chemical. Question number 14. Assertion. ATP is required only for muscle contraction. Reason. ATP helps detach myosin head from actin filament. Both assertion and reason are true and reason explains assertion. Both assertion and reason are true but reason does not explain assertion. Assertion true, reason false. Assertion false, reason true. The right answer is option D, assertion false, reason true. ATP is required for both contraction and relaxation of muscles, but ATP do help in detaching myosin from actin filament. Thus, assertion is false and reason is true. Question number 15. Which of the following substances is not reabsorbed in the nephron under normal conditions? Glucose, amino acids, creatinine, sodium ions. The right answer is option C, creatinine. Creatinine is a waste product and is not reabsorbed. It is excreted and used clinically to assess kidney function. Question number 16. Assertion. Lymph contains fewer proteins than plasma. Reason. Large plasma proteins cannot pass through capillary walls easily. Both assertion and reason are true and reason explains assertion. Both assertion and reason are true but reason does not explain assertion. Assertion true, reason false. Assertion false, reason true. The right answer is option A. Both assertion and reason are true and reason explains assertion. Capillary walls restrict large plasma proteins from entering interstitial fluid. Hence, lymph derived from it contains fewer proteins. Question number 17. The structure that transfers sperm from epididymis to urethra is dash. Seminiferous tubule, vas deferens, rete testis, efferent ductules. The right answer is option B, vas deferens. Vas deferens carries sperm from epididymis to ejaculatory duct. It plays a key role in sperm transport during ejaculation. Question number 18. Which ion is essential for binding of troponin to initiate muscle contraction? Sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. The right answer is option C. Calcium ions bind to troponin, causing conformational changes. This exposes myosin binding sites on actin for contraction. Question number 19. Which hormone directly increases blood calcium levels? Calcitonin, parathyroid hormone, thyroxine, aldosterone. The right answer is option B, parathyroid hormone. Parathyroid hormone increases blood calcium by stimulating bone resorption and renal reabsorption. Calcitonin has opposite effect. Question number 20. Which of the following statements is incorrect? Bile contains enzyme for digestion. Bile helps in emulsification of fats. Liver secretes bile. Bile pigments are waste products. The right answer is option A. Bile contains enzymes for digestion. Bile does not contain digestive enzymes. It aids fat digestion by emulsification and contains bile pigments as excretory products. Question number 21. Which of the following lung volumes cannot be measured directly using a spirometer? Tidal volume, inspiratory reserve volume, expiratory reserve volume, residual volume. The right answer is option D, residual volume. Residual volume remains in lungs after forced expiration and cannot be measured by spirometry. It needs indirect methods like helium dilution. Question number 22. Assertion. Action potential follows an all or none law. Reason. A threshold stimulus is required to generate an action potential. Both assertion and reason are true and reason explains assertion. Both assertion and reason are true but reason does not explain assertion. Assertion true, reason false. Assertion false, reason true. The right answer is option A. Both assertion and reason are true and reason explains assertion. Once threshold is reached, action potential occurs fully regardless of stimulus strength. Below threshold, no response is generated. Question number 23. The hormone dash is responsible for milk ejection while dash stimulates milk production. Prolactin, oxytocin, oxytocin, prolactin, estrogen, progesterone, progesterone, estrogen. The right answer is option B, oxytocin, prolactin. Oxytocin causes milk ejection, that is let down reflex. Prolactin stimulates synthesis and secretion of milk in mammary glands. Question number 24. Which of the following statements is correct? Veins carry only deoxygenated blood. Arteries have thinner walls than veins. Capillaries allow exchange of substances. Valves are present in arteries. The right answer is option C. Capillaries have thin walls for exchange of gases and nutrients. Veins have walls and arteries generally carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. Question number 25. Which enzyme converts proteins into proteoses and peptones? Trypsin, pepsin, eripsin, carboxypeptidase. The right answer is option B, pepsin. Pepsin acts in acidic stomach conditions to break proteins into proteoses and peptones. Further digestion occurs in the intestine. Question number 26. Which of the following statements is incorrect? Luteinizing hormone triggers ovulation. Follicle stimulating hormone stimulates follicle growth. Progesterone maintains pregnancy. Estrogen inhibits development of secondary sexual characters. The right answer is option D. Estrogen inhibits development of secondary sexual characters. Estrogen promotes the development of female secondary sexual characteristics. It plays a key role in reproductive maturation. Question number 27. The gap between two neurons at a synapse is called dash and transmission occurs via dash. Node electrical impulses, synaptic cleft neurotransmitters, axon hillock ions, dendrite hormones. The right answer is option B, synaptic cleft neurotransmitters. Synaptic cleft is the gap between neurons. Chemical transmission occurs through neurotransmitters released from presynaptic neuron. Question number 28. During muscle contraction, which band remains unchanged in length? A band, I band, H zone, Z line. The right answer is option A band. A band represents length of myosin filaments and remains constant. I band and H zone decrease during contraction. Question number 29. Which of the following hormones is lipid soluble and acts via intracellular receptors? Insulin, growth hormone, thyroxine, adrenaline. The right answer is option C. Thyroxine is lipid soluble and enters cells to bind nuclear receptors. It alters gene expression and metabolic activity. Question number 30. Assertion. Urea is the main nitrogenous waste in humans. Reason, it is less toxic and requires less water for excretion than ammonia. Both assertion and reason are true and reason explains assertion. Both assertion and reason are true but reason does not explain assertion. Assertion true, reason false. Assertion false, reason true. The right answer is option A. Both assertion and reason are true and reason explains assertion. Urea is less toxic than ammonia and can be stored temporarily. It requires less water for excretion, making it suitable for terrestrial life. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel to practice more NEET MCQs.